Okay, let's turn off the air condition, I mean the fan, because I think with this microphone you can hear everything. Well, my hair is going a little bit crazy, and I didn't know you cannot use my camera, because if I use this one, I wish I really like it. But no, you can. Or maybe I didn't do it right. All right, thank you very much for allowing me to be here with you. My name is Lily Ackerman. I'm a transformational wellness master coach. What it means is like I have the credentials to help you to go to the root of your problem. Sometimes it's hard to know why we are facing certain um, roadblocks, the same over and over and over when we are in the situation. So um, we have to go. Sometimes it is truth. It's like the peeling the onion, because you go little slowly, one peeling little by little, because it is trauma, life experiences, and sometimes it's hard to peel at once everything. So we have to be very careful to so the body, the brain won't be um, feeling fear, and inviting the body to slowly um, open up for the truth. So that's what I do, and I like it, because at the end I can see the freedom, the emotional freedom, spiritual freedom, and my niche is relationships. What is your relation? To start is what is your relationship with yourself? Because whatever we do, start with this person in the outside. Um, in my group, my Facebook group, the art of relationships, wealth and wellness, I ask once a month. I ask my community to ask me any questions about relationships, and one of the questions was, "How do I know? How do I know when I have found the one?" So my soulmate, they call it my soulmate, um, my other half. There they call it different ways, different names. But anyway, to start, what does it means to find the soulmate? What is the meaning of finding the soulmate? You want to know the truth? All right, very simple. Look, the truth is that you don't find your soulmate. You choose it. That's right. You choose the one. Now, that we are clear on that, our next question is, how do I know that I'm choosing my soulmate? And the answer is, all right, are you ready for this? Okay. When there is a genuine willingness and ability to commit effortlessly, when you feel a deep sense of comfort with that person, as if you've known them the whole life, when there is mutual respect, when communication flows easily, when there is a desire to support each other's growth, when you share the same values, when you can be yourself without feeling judged, when you feel deeply loved and accepted for who you are, when you are in the same pace and in the same page, when deep down you feel a strong connection. When I met my husband, it was in a meetup group. I really strongly recommend people to meet. If you want, to meet somebody, go in real life. Go in real life. Don't um, and I explain. Well, at the end, I'm gonna give you just one example, but real life is the best because there is nothing can compare to hear the voice of the person next to you, and the touch for me is very important. You know, when you um, and you see, like if you go for dinner or coffee, it doesn't matter what it is, you can really see how the person is gonna act. And well, I think that's just a different topic, right? Because let's keep with that, the evidence. So when I met my husband, we were in the meetup group, and it was a meetup dancing actually, and he was with two ladies. I was by myself, no, with a friend, a female friend. So, but I was dancing with different. I like to dance, so I was dancing with different people. Whoever asked me to dance, I was on the floor. But he was only with two persons, the same person, almost the whole night. And we crossed, from time to time during the event because it was in a huge venue. But I noticed that he was checking on me, and I'm thinking, why is he checking on me? He already has two ladies, and so I I didn't know. They were taking pictures, selfies, and I offered myself to take pictures for the group. And I guess I did a great job because the ladies got distracted, and both of them run to show the pictures to somebody, and suddenly I'm here, face to face, and we introduced with our names. Hello. They announced the last song of the night. And so I was there for hours, and then they announced the last song. All right. So we danced. So he was a terrible dancer, and he confessed to me, of course, later on. Um, okay, sorry. Um, our interaction was he asked me, "Do you speak Spanish?" Which is, I mean, for me, it was like a white boy, very super white skin, tall, no blonde hair, but in light. So perfect English. And I was surprised that he asked me if I speak Spanish. I was just in a second, right, thinking, why this white boy is asking me if I speak Spanish? But the way I respond, well, I said yes. And my next comment was, I am not a feminist. Um, then he said, I have a son. And then I say, I don't cook. I don't cook. That was interaction. That was obviously, whether we share at that moment is because it was important for him that whoever gets involved with him, they need to know that he has a son, and his son was 3 years and 3 months, and obviously that it was so important for him. Me, I had issues with cooking, with feminism movement. It was very strong, and I was getting sick and tired listening all this crap, and I just wanted to let him know that I was not a feminist. Anyways, that was the beginning. And soon, our first date, it was in um, in a place here in Torsana, Sagebrush Cantina. That they play blues. The interesting part was it was our first date. We have going out. No, either what was our first date? So we've been talking on the phone, and a lady approached us, and she said that she really envy the love that we have for each other. And I'm like, what the heck? She was very beautiful lady, and I thank you because I don't, maybe she was prophesizing at that moment. I never seen her. He didn't know her either. And I'm thinking, I said, well, we just met. How can she talk about all of this? At that moment, I didn't realize it was because the strong connection that we have. Um, Soon, I introduced him with my circle of friends. Um, it was a gathering, and I asked him if he wants to come, and he said yes. So immediately, he was in my circle of friends, like he knows everybody. And I introduced him as my boyfriend, and okay, okay, listen, I like the old style. Girlfriend, do you want to be my girlfriend? So I have to say yes. Oh no. So I introduced him as my boyfriend, but the people that they didn't know us, because it was new people on my regular friends. Um, at the end of I think somebody was leaving, and at that time my boyfriend was not with me. I think he was outside, and somebody said, "Say bye to your husband." I like, what? So people were already identifying the familiarity and connection that we had. So that's what it, and and the evidence that we had in a very short period of time, it was a quick connection, deep connection, and we shared the same values. That was very important. He told me we talk about our boundaries, and it was amazing when we talk our boundaries, and we try to respect that. After 14 years, we always back to that conversation. So I feel comfortable with him. He feel comfortable with me, and that's an evidence that you meet when you meet your soulmate. So your soulmate isn't just about feeling butterflies in your stomach. It is about the commitment to growing that relationship. Um, we have a strong connection. Our second date was on my husband and I went in the church where he accepted Jesus Christ. And it was the first time that he held my hand. And when he held my hand, really, I felt fireworks. Everybody, everywhere, everywhere. No, everybody, everywhere in my body. So, um, and that was beautiful. And but when we decide to take the next step, of course, I already saw, where I was getting into, and he already saw the same thing. But we say yes to that. So, um, what I was gonna say is the one is the person who sees your flaws and still supports you, and vice versa. Whatever you expect in from your partner, you have to give it back. So it's not about a perfect one either. It is about the willingness to create a partnership in everything. It is about the willingness to overcome any obstacle or challenge that arises in the relationship. It is not a fantasy. It is about building a future day by day with love as that foundation. You know that you have found your soulmate not when life feels perfect, but when you feel that life is possible together. The secret to meet your soulmate is that you need to have clarity on what you want when you are ready for commitment. So, when we are not ready for commitment, it's going to be hard to find the one, to meet the one, because we're not ready. So, if you notice Like you are natural, if you're not naturally drawn to see yourself with that person for longer, and it's just a physical connection, it's just infatuation, which happened to in the beginning of any relationship. Now if you add the sex, that's more infatuation, but the infatuation doesn't last more than 3 years. So to really meet that one, you need to be ready for that one. So everything starts inside. um it's like it's like when, and if you've never been married, or any celebration, this not necessarily have to be married. Any celebration, a birthday, or of a wedding, or sweet 16, or whatever. There's a preparation. There's a preparation of it doesn't matter if it's 10 guests or 300 guests, um, a small restaurant, a big venue. The preparation are the same, because you need to cater the food or prepare the food. Who's going to be the witnesses? Even if you go to elope to Vegas, you have to choose the place, a dinner for you and your new husband or wife. um, so anything is, it require a preparation. It doesn't show up just like this. So when you go outside to meet the one, if you are not ready, if you haven't get to that preparation, self, what do I want? What are you, emotionally speaking, spiritually speaking? Are you connected with God? Are you connected with the Holy Spirit? Are you do you know what you want in life? Do you know? Because sometimes, young people, they meet, but they are willing. See the willingness to discover the world together. I mean, I'm fascinated when I meet people that they married their sweethearts, 40 years together, 50 years together. I mean, there's already somebody have done it, so it is possible. And but that commitment that they have for each other. So that is so when you, that the intentions on what you're doing, that there is integration of the body, soul, and spirit, um, when you engage with yourself and getting ready for that one. So I hope you like this one, and I'm gonna add this a little bit, which is this is what I teach in my program, Be Ready for Love, because you have to be ready. So where can you meet your soulmate? Well, the statistics shows that 39% is through friends, 15% work, 12% bars or other public places. I met my husband at 12%. 9% church, sports or hobbies, and 8% dating apps. I wanted to emphasize in the dating app, because how many people are in the apps? It's a free version, a paid version, and goes from just posting your pictures to they prepare you, the company prepare you for the photo shoot, an interview, and I mean but it doesn't matter. It's the 8%, period. The 8%. So that's why, and meeting somebody like you don't know, again, I mentioned that before, virtual. I mean, I can be super messy in here, but you're not gonna know, because my camera, and if after I hang up, I'm gonna be what, you don't see nothing practically. But when you are in person, You see if your partner is, checking somebody else, and that goes for men and women. Because when I went to us, it was a family, not my family, but it was somebody else, one of my friends, um, family's gathering, and it was a very important one. And daughter-in-law, his daughter-in-law was cheating with I mean, not cheating, was flirting with my husband in a I mean, an amazing way. I mean, totally open, totally looking at him, getting close to him, and he got up and she got up right away and practically put his arms on his neck. So that's what I'm saying. It happens to men and women. So uh, you're able to see how they're acting in real life, but it happened that they've been talking to each other for 3 months and they decide to meet, and instantly they say no. So they feel more frustrated. They feel that exhausted, tired. So if you don't know, if you don't want to have that experience, sorry, I forgot to turn on my phone. If you don't want to have that experience, it's better to go in person, because that now 8% is super low, super low. All right. Um, and that's everything for me. If you would like to have more information about my services, or if you have any burning question about relationships, please let me know. If you can add something to my topic, I really appreciate it. So please, with all my heart, if you can press like and leave a comment for me, is everything. Is everything I'm asking. And I'm gonna put a link of my services and my book that I show you. This is it has the line right here because it's outer proof, and they send it to you the first one they send you with this line because it's not for sale. But I have the real one, the other ones. But I like this one because that was the first book before anybody else looked the book. So I have it here, From Gloom to Bloom. Okay. If you want to be part of my community, just send me a text, and I will send you the link. Oh, I'm gonna post it right here too. All right. I'm running a challenge soon. Reclaim your crown and reclaim your crown, which in all my guests receive this amazing sparkling key. Let me see. Oh, right here. Oh, you can see. I mean, yeah, I show you. It's not. It doesn't look as beautiful as it's in person. For some reason, that I can see how it's so bright from here, but when on camera, it doesn't show that. But anyways, thank you very much. See you. I'm gonna. Today's Wednesday at 12, so I will do my best, but I need to decide at what time. All right. A kiss and enjoy life. And my best line is love and forgive, because these two main ingredients can resolve and solve any unresolved issues. All right. Bye.